Hello guys, Adam here from Not Toys Action Figures, bringing you another Power Rangers Lightning Collection unboxing video. This time with the mighty Morphin Ninja White Ranger. I decided, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to open it up. It was such a weird thing that happened with this. This is how it arrived in box. You can see there is some it looks like here has been tampered with a little bit, like it's been cut, but it doesn't look like this has actually been open. And the bottom as well, there's no tape on it, but again, it doesn't look like it's been opened. This looks like it's pretty fresh, but who knows? It came from the UK, so it might have gone through customs and maybe customs opened it up. Or we know that there's been problems with these Tommy figures with the heads, so maybe someone opened it up to check the heads were okay and then put it back in upside down. Either way, let's find out. Let's get it open and let's see if we can just pull it open. So it looks like, yeah, it's kind of hard because here, that's what they've done. Okay, that's why they've just yanked it open like that. All right, cool. So Tommy's out of the box, and yeah, I think he was open to check for his head, because they look like the heads had been pulled out and put back in because they kind of fell out really easily. But yeah, Tommy, man, he feels very different to how Kimberly felt. This guy feels like a brute. Like, I thought that they, I said in the Kimberly video that Kimberly, I like that they don't look too different. But when you put them next to each other, which I'll show you in a minute, like, Tommy looks massive. He just feels huge compared to Kimberly. And even like his movement is just so, yeah, he's just so chunky. His legs and his knees and everything. And he just feels like way bigger than how Kimberly felt, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I think I really liked how nimble Kimberly felt, and it really fit into that ninja feeling. And now he just feels like yeah, you're trying to move around a big, like, he's got like cheese strings for legs. Like, his legs are just, yeah, massive. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Don't know, there seems to be a few like issues with his paint on his chest here. Like, not really issues, but I don't know, up close it looks a little bit strange. And also we'll go over his articulation a bit quickly, because it is more or less the same as Kimberly's, but there is an issue with his shoulders as well, because his biceps are bigger than Kimberly, so they keep getting stuck on his shoulders. But yeah, let's put him in a pose with Kimberly, and then we'll show you his articulation. Okay, so here is Kimberly and Tommy sparring off together. They look pretty sick together, to be fair, even though Tommy's face looks like nothing like him. I mean, it's better than I thought it would be, but yeah, I mean, he looks nothing like the actor. Just look like a random guy who could be maybe a Power Ranger, but isn't. Whereas Kimberly's is pretty spot on. I do have Tommy's other sculpt from the White Ranger figure, which I would probably put on, but the only thing is it doesn't have this headband. But you can see, like, yeah, he's a bit bigger, he's a bit chunky. Like, look at the size of his hands compared to hers. So, like, his hands look massive. But they do look good together. And, yeah, I do like them. I think I still prefer Kimberly. But it does make me want to get Billy and Adam a bit more. Just to see them all together and maybe have them all back to back, ready to fight off an oncoming threat. So, yeah, I'll go through Tommy's articulation now. Okay, so looking at Tommy's articulation, you can see Kimberly's there in the background, standing at attention at us like a good karate kid. But yeah, Tommy feels absolutely huge compared to her, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting them to feel more similar, but he is really, really chunky. Like, these knees and legs and everything, and just his chest, like, he just feels bigger. Like, obviously a lot more wider than she is when you compare the two. Like, yeah, she has a much more narrower waist, he has wider shoulders, which I guess makes sense, but still I was expecting them to be much more similar than they are. But yeah, we have his head, obviously now, because he doesn't have a scarf on, his head moves around quite a lot with this with this head on, which is nice. You can see he's got plenty of neck, so it makes his head look quite good and quite proportionate. I'm just going to move it because I think she's messing with the focus a little bit. Yeah, but it looks good. It's just a shame the head does not look like the actor. But you can see what I'm saying about, like, it's not really a paint, it just looks kind of dirty. This, like, if you see how white his neck is and then you see how white his torso is here, he feels just, yeah, a little bit like he's gotten dirty. But maybe it's also because we have a white background, maybe everything's just blending together. But yeah, his arms are similar, so his shoulder does go all the way around. The problem is he has a massive bicep, so you have to be really careful where you position this bicep. Otherwise, it kind of catches here, and I can see that this is going to just start rubbing paint off if you're not careful. So as long as the bicep comes around and under like this, you can get some good movement on it. But anything up here, like it just rubs. So you might want to be careful. You might end up rubbing off some of the gold paint. Same on this side. It's a slightly different cut to the bicep, but it still has this pointy up bit here that touches. His arms, he has like a double jointed elbow, which again, kind of like Kimberly's, was quite hard to get the second joint to move. But it should go up again. I just don't want to risk it. On the arm there's no swivel. There's a swivel on the fist, and the fist itself is on sort of like a tilt. And like I say, his fists look absolutely massive. Let me just focus on the camera. Oh, that was not on my finger. Okay, well, let's not focus on the fist. But yeah, you can see the fist there. Come down, we have some nice detailing on here, much like with Kimberly. On his torso, we have the gold eagle there, which he's obviously famous for as a ninja. We have a nice thick black belt, whereas hers is white. Also, the similar problem though, there's no real crunch, like there's no actual like piece that connects these two together to help them crunch. He does lean and has a really good swivel, like he could do some good salsa moves probably, but otherwise there's not really any crunch because this is all connected together via this one torso piece. Hips the same as Kimberly's as well. They have this drop down, so you drop it down, the leg comes out kind of at an angle, but I don't really mind that for ninja figures because you want it to come out and go around. Then you can twist it, point it out, and then we have him, you know, sort of already in a kicking position there, which is why I imagine they decided to do it. You can get him pretty easily into a kicking position just from doing this. Yeah, we've got some lighting on his face there, but kind of already looks good. Or you can bend the leg back if you want to give it a bit more of a move, like a jump kick or something like that, or like he's just about to stamp someone out. But yeah, really cool. Like I said, there is a 5 swivel. There is a swivel actually, and I said that wrong for Kimberly. There is a swivel on the bottom, but as you can see here, it's quite stiff at the start. Foot is just the same as the foot, goes forward, has a rocker on it. But yeah, the only problem with mine really, well, I hate these hips, because once you lock them in, it's hard to lock them out. Yeah. The only problem with mine on this one is his thigh is really loose, so it kind of gets, if you want to put him in kind of like any kind of split leg position, it means the thigh starts to slide out. You can see, like it's, well, there it's kind of locked in, but it slides out by itself. But the figure itself, if you want to look a bit more at the detail, yeah, it is a good looking figure. It kind of feels a bit surreal to have one of these figures in my hand, because they like I used to have the old, you know, the ones where they had the like swinging arm thing back from the 90s. So it's kind of weird to have these ones in my hand as well. And yeah, that's Tommy's Articulation. Let's put him in one more pose and then we'll end the episode. Oops, before I forget, I don't want to end the episode without showing you what else we get. So like with Kimberly and the other rangers in this set, there are 2 other heads. We have this head, which is oops. So we have this head, which is of his eyes, and which I actually I'm really glad, sorry, that his eyes do not look like the ones on the back of this box. The ones on the back of the box just do not look realistic at all. Here they are actually quite nice, and they do look like a real person and not just like a rendered with an eye. Sorry, my lights are a bit messed up where they are. But yeah, you can see again, nice details, nice eyes. He does come with an extra scarf. What's interesting is for his, again, let me just move him just so he's not messing up with the lens. With this one, he's totally covered face. He has a smaller looking scarf. And then for his kind of revealed eyes, he has this really wide one, which is also kind of nice. It just adds a bit of difference to the figures, makes it a bit more unique. We have a hand with slightly bent fingertips, We have another hand somewhere which I can't find, but another hand with a chop. Then we have this piece here which is also meant to go on his, I think his foot. Look on the box. Yeah, on the foot. You put the feet in like this, and then you have him when he's doing kicks with a swoosh, so it makes it look like it's going really fast, which is kind of cool. Again, nice to have some unique pieces with these figures, which we haven't seen with the other Lightning Collection figures so far. So yeah, let's now put him in another pose. And here we are in the final pose with his final headpiece, which you can see there with the eyes more revealed, his hand ready to swat away an incoming attack. And yeah, that's our review of the Tommy White Ranger Ninja Mighty Morphin Ranger, or whatever you call it. Very cool figure. Like I said, this bit I'm a bit worried about, that if you have dirty fingers or slightly dirty fingers, it's just going to end up like yellow and disgusting. It already looks off-white just from touching it just now, which is a bit of a shame because I don't want to have an off-white Ranger. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Ninja figures. Yeah, so far they're pretty good. I think I will pick up Adam and Billy, but let's see if I wait for a sale or some type of offer where I can get them a bit cheap, because they are quite expensive. I think they're about like €4 or €5 more than a regular Lightning Collection figure. But let's see, because he's already sold out, so I'm happy I got hold of Tommy. Happy I got hold of Kimberly. She's also here, oops, in the background, still standing to attention. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more Lightning Collection reviews or action figure reviews in general, I think next week's going to be my first Marvel Legends review. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers this year, nearly at 200 already, so I'm pretty happy about that. But yeah, do hit that subscribe button and you'll see lots more toy reviews. And if you like this episode and like to see me unbox Tommy specifically, make sure you hit the like button, because it helps people find us and helps get my videos out there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you had a great day and see you next time. Bye bye.